A close encounter with a cougar has left a young Nanaimo woman shaken, but with quite a story to tell. The 18-year-old was riding her bike in a rural area on the west side of the city when she saw the cat and the cat saw her. It crouched low and began to circle her, closing in on its prey. But instead of panicking or trying to ride away, the woman jumped off her bike and confronted the cougar head-on. A News reporter Steve Coulterman has her story.
Off comes the lock, out comes the bike, a daily routine for Erin LeBerge, who cycles to and from work. But yesterday's ride was anything but routine after an encounter she will never forget. Erin was taking her regular route down East Wellington, past Mountain View Elementary School, when she came face to face with a cougar.
There's a car coming my way, and I noticed it looks like a dog, like golden retriever color, in the ditch right by a driveway. So I drive over, or bike over towards it, thinking it might jump out when the car's coming. The car goes by, so I'm like, okay, and bike out into the road again. As soon as I biked by what I thought was the dog, it kind of went and looked up at me, and I just skidded to stop, like, holy, that's a cougar. Like,
Erin stared at the cougar, then quickly turned and headed in the opposite direction. She says that was a mistake.
I biked as fast as I could back to the school, which is the worst thing you can do because it wants to chase you. So that's how it started. It ran after me then.
Erin says she tried to remain calm and remember the lesson she learned in school.
Right away I figured out that's a bad idea. Skidded on the brakes, turned around and stood up and started ringing the bell on my bike and yelling at it. And it stopped, kind of slowly crawled over to the side of the road. It didn't run away though. It just stayed there in the ditch on the opposite side and watched me. I don't think he was hungry or anything, the cougar, because if he really wanted to get me, he would.
She was terrified, but Erin kept her fears in check and slowly backed away.
You know when you have a bad dream and you're running away from something but your legs shake? It was like that, so it was really hard to do. Like, I was shaking and it was hard to yell, like you feel mute. I was just like, but I had the little bell and that was handy.
Erin took cover at the nearby elementary school and used her cell phone to call her dad.
I didn't really know what to do. I think you kind of lose your common sense when you're scared like that, and that's why I started to bike away so fast. But good thing I remembered what to do, or else it could have been a lot worse.
Conservation officers and RCMP officers worked late into the night trying to track the cougar, but the elusive cat could not be found. Erin says she recovered from the encounter, but for the next little while, she'll be cycling the long way home. In Nanaimo, Steve Coulterman, A News.